Okay guys, so let's start our sample fertilizer calculation. So we have this problem. A fertilizer experiment calls for the application of 90, 45, and 30 kg per hectare of nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium respectively. The question is, how much of the following materials are you going to apply if you have these materials? The ammonium sulfate, which has 20% nitrogen, single superphosphate, which has 20% phosphorus, and a muriate of potash, which has 60% potassium. So the recommended rate is 90, 45, and 30 kg per hectare of N-P2O5, P2O. Okay? And then the following materials that will be used are ammonium sulfate, which has 20% nitrogen. Another, we have single superphosphate, which has 20% phosphorus. And then the third one, we have this muriate of potash, which has 60% potassium. And then the question is, how much of this following fertilizer materials will be added to the soil to give this amount of nutrients? Okay? So the soil needs 90 kilograms of nitrogen per hectare. So what materials that should be added to the soil to satisfy the needs of nitrogen? So you will choose what fertilizer that contains that particular nutrient, such as nitrogen. So here, the ammonium sulfate contains 20% nitrogen. So we will use this material to supply this 90 kilograms of nitrogen. So by computing this, we will use this formula because it is the weight of fertilizer. So the question is how much fertilizer. Okay, so we will use this formula. And it goes like this. So weight of fertilizer is equal to recommended rate for the weight of nutrients. So this is the recommended rate for nitrogen. So 90 kilograms divided by percent nutrients. So the percent nutrients of the fertilizer material that you are going to use. That's the percentage that will be written here. So 20%. Then copy times 100%. Then you cancel percent and percent. So kilograms na lang yung matitira. So 90 divided by 20, that is 4.5 kilograms times 100. So 4.5 kilograms times 100, that would be 450 kilograms. So this means if your soil requires 90 kilograms of nitrogen, you should apply 450 kilograms of ammonium sulfate to supply the needed amounts of this nitrogen or this nutrient. Okay? So this would be 450 kilograms. Okay. So another, tapos na kita sa 90, which is the nitrogen. We will now proceed to phosphorus, which is 45. So, again, you will choose from the materials that has phosphorus to satisfy the needs of the phosphorus. So here we have single superphosphate having a 20% phosphorus. So we will use this to suffice the need of this 45 kilograms. So we will use again the same formula to compute. So we'll just erase this. Okay? So, recommended rate, RR. So we'll have 45 kilograms. Then the nutrient percentage or the percent nutrient, that should be 20%. Times 100%. Cancel percent. So the kilogram will be the remaining unit. So 45 divided by 20, that would be 2.25 kilograms times 100. 2.25 kilograms times 100, that would be 225 kilograms. Okay? This means that if your soil needs or requires 45 kilograms of phosphorus, you should apply 225 kilograms of single superphosphate to suffice that requirement. Okay? So that would be 225 kilograms. And then, okay na yung nitrogen at phosphorus. So another, we have this potassium. So, to suffice the needs of 30 kilograms of potassium, we will use this muriate of potash having a 60% potassium. So, the same process. We have the same formula to be used. Okay? So, the recommended rate, RR is 30 kilogram divided by the percent nutrient of this material, which is 60%. And then 100% times 100%. Cancel percent, the remaining will be kilogram only. So 30 divided by 60, that would be 0.5 kilograms times 100. So 0.5 kilogram times 100, that would be 50 kilograms. This also means that if your soil requires 30 kilograms of potassium, you will just apply 50 kilograms of muriate of potash. So that will suffice the needs of the soil with 30 kilograms of potassium. So this would be 50 kilograms. So we have another set of example for us to really understand this topic. So in our next example, we will use this formula. So we will compute for the amount of nutrient that are applied in the soil. Okay? So this is the problem number 2. If a bag of ammonium sulfate with 20% nitrogen, 4 bags of single superphosphate having a 20% phosphorus, and 3 bags of muriate of potash having a 60% potassium were applied by a farmer to 1 hectare of corn. The question is, how much nutrients had been applied? And what was the approximate ratio of the fertilizer elements? Okay, so that would be the problem. So, okay, that would be the problem. So, the given, guys, we have this given. Because the problem is talking about bags. Bags are equivalent to a sack. Okay? So, one bag is equivalent to 50 kilograms. Okay? That is their equivalent unit. And then, the question here is, how much nutrients had been applied using the following fertilizer material? So, these are the following fertilizer materials that are used. Okay, A, we have this ammonium sulfate, amusol, 20% nitrogen, which was 5 bags. B, single super phosphate, having a 20% phosphorus. And 4 bags. Then C, we have this muriate of potash. Muriate of potash, which has 60% potassium. And having 3 bags. Okay? So, next we will compute for how much nitrogen is found in the ammonium sulfate, and then how much phosphorus found in the single superphosphate, and then how much potassium that is found in this muriate of potash. Okay, so we will use this formula. Okay, so let's first answer the letter A. So we will copy the formula. The weight of nutrients is equal to the weight of fertilizer times percent nutrient. Okay, so for letter A, the weight of fertilizer is 5 bags. Okay? But first, we will convert this into kilograms. So, how many how many kilograms are there in 5 bags? So, we'll, like this, 50 kilograms times 5 bags. That would be 250 kilograms. Okay, so the weight of the fertilizer is 250 kilograms times percent nutrients. So guys, this is, if we will have this percent nutrient, diba? For example, if we have 50%, that is equivalent to 0.5. Am I right? Or if we have 90%, that would be equivalent to 0.9. Okay? How does it happen? It goes like this. 50% divided by, we have a perfect percentage which is 100. So 50 divided by 100%, that would be 0.5. Cancel percent. So the answer would be 0.5. So, meaning 50% is also equal to 0.5. They are the same. Okay? So, we will use, instead of 20%, we will use 0.2. Okay? Since 20% divided by 100% is 0.2. So, we will use this decimal. So, 250 kilograms times 0.2, that would be 50 kilograms. Okay, this means that if you will apply this fertilizer, ammonium sulfate, in the soil, having a weight of 5 bags or 250 kilograms, that means that you also apply 50 kilograms of nitrogen to the soil. Okay? So we will compute for how much phosphorus that you apply from this material. If you apply 4 bags of single superphosphate, how much phosphorus that you have applied? So the same process, guys, the same formula. We will use the same formula. Okay? So the same process, 4 bags times 50 kilogram. So 4 bags times 50 kilogram, that would be 200 kilograms. Okay, 200 kilograms. 20% is equivalent also to 0.2. So the same process here. So 0.2. Okay? 200 kilograms times 0.2, that would be 40 kilograms. Okay? So this means that if you will apply 4 bags for 200 kilograms of single superphosphate, that means that you also apply 40 kilograms of phosphorus. Okay? So, we have this muriate of potash. Okay, so we will compute how much potassium that we have applied if 3 bags of muriate of potash has been applied to the soil. So, the same process, 3 bags times 50 kilograms in 1 sack, that would be 150 kilograms. So, 150 kilograms, the weight of fertilizer, times the percent nutrients, so 60%, that means 0.6. So the same process as here. Okay? So 0.6. So 150 kilograms times 0.6, that would be 90 kilograms. 90 kilograms of potassium. So this means that if you will apply 3 bags or 150 kilograms of muriate of potash, you also apply, or that means you also apply 90 kilograms of potassium. So that's the process, guys. So the answer would be, in a 1 hectare, you applied 50, then 40, then 90 kilograms per hectare of P2O5 and P2O. So this is the answer of the questions. How much did you apply? How much nutrients did you apply if you apply this given weight of fertilizers? So this is the answer. We have another question. What was the approximate ratio of fertilizer element? Okay? So when you have ratio, the rule is we have three items. 1, 2, 3. If you want to ratio your items, everyone should be divided by the smallest number. or smallest number from the items. So here, the smallest number is 40. Since the first is 50, the second is 40 and 90. So the smallest number is 40. So everything should be divided by the smallest number. So meaning, 40 would be 50 divided by 40, 40 divided by 40, and 40 divided by 40. Why? Because when you are going to ratio, the smallest number should have the answer of 1. So now, 40 divided by 40, that would be 1. And then 50 divided by 40, that would be 1.25. And then 90 divided by 40, that would be 2.25. So now this is the ratio of our nutrients, which is the N, P2O5 and T2O. Okay, so that would be the ratio of the following nutrients. Okay, so I hope that this helps you. And then the third example, so we will combine this two formula and how to combine these two formulas. Okay.